Welcome back to All Things Magical. This is OpalPhoenix again, and I've decided to bring you another tarot review. Tarot review. Tarot review. Tarot review. So anyway, I've decided to pick the deck, the Golden Klimt deck, tarot deck for you. This you can buy new for about $25 online. It is, it first came out in 2003. They had a new edition come out in 2013. So it's still relatively so. It is relatively popular on the market. It is of a kind of deco art type of deck. This is the back of the deck itself. It is featuring the artwork of Golden Klimt, who was an artist of the fine arts. So he drew paintings of other painters, of dancers, of musicians, of theater workers, anyone dealing with art. So this represents artwork that you can find during the Venetian art Renaissance. So I find that very interesting. The deck does come with a small booklet. It comes in 4 different languages, and it has a small description of each card. But more importantly, it does talk about the history of the deck, the ideas of the deck, and the meaning behind the deck. This is truly a deck for an art collector or a collector of deco artwork, or someone who just loves beautiful and different kind of, a tarot deck. To me, this particular deck is a collector's deck, not necessarily something I would use every day, but it's definitely something I think it would be very nice in someone's collection. I would use this personally for maybe spell work, maybe my own personal daily draw. I'm not sure that I would actually use this for readings for the general public, just because of the artwork and the depth of it. I do recommend that someone with a little experience in tarot would be the ones that would want to use this deck. Not necessarily for a beginner, but it is a lovely addition to a collection, and I do really believe that. It is a gilded deck. The edges are not gilded, but each individual panel is, as you can see here, has a lot of nice gold bling. You also can see that this deck does feature some full nudity, so keep that in mind with your audience. It's not pictures, but it is artwork, and so we need to take that in consideration, especially in today's mindsets. So please keep that in consideration. So this deck, it features a 3 by 5 inch card, and as you can see, it's almost the same size as my hand, which means that when I go to shuffle, or it takes the full span of my hand to hold the deck, let alone shuffle. So it does make it a little bit more difficult to shuffle. It's not impossible, but it is rather uncomfortable. So someone with a smaller set of hands may find this deck harder, more difficult to handle. Someone with maybe a larger set of deck hands that have problems with the smaller decks, they may like this deck. It might be a better size for them. So please keep that in mind. It's not impossible, but it is larger than a standard deck of cards, and you can definitely feel it when you hold it in your hand to shuffle. It pulls your whole hand open. So please keep that in mind. But like I said, if you have a larger hand, have trouble with the smaller decks, maybe this should be a go-to, because it's not so big it looks overpowering and looks odd, but yet it's big enough that it might give you some comfort when doing your readings online. So let's take a moment, look at this beautiful artwork. The artwork is from Gustavo Klimt. He was an artist in the early 1800s, again, a Venetian Renaissance, and we'll see what it has to offer and see if you find this deck magical. See you in a minute. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, give me a like, thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel for the next review. And I hope that it helped you become more magical. And until next time, I hope that everything in your life is magical.